Clubs down there have going to have something to say about that.
They've been brilliant to watch there, haven't they?
We'll
keep you up to date with the latest from St James's Park throughout the rest of the programme. Kicks off in a few minutes' time. Leeds take on Liverpool on Monday night, and country's Kalvin Phillips. And he's been back to the streets this week where he grew up, and he took Ian Wright along with him.
Just like that, bro. How are you, Cal?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you. I really want to hug you, man. I really want to. It's so good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too.
Can I just say something, man? Coming from London, man, this has got a real Coronation Street vibe about it, bro. I can't even lie.
So I grew up around here.
Yeah.
So my primary school is just down here. We're about to go to the place where I used to play football from when I was like 8, 9 years old. And then my house is just around this corner as well. This is where I've always grown up. I've had friends around here and everything.
Can I just say, Cal, I remember watching you, right? Came to watch Leeds and Brentford. I remember when I left the game, I was saying to everybody, I just watched somebody, it was like watching a man play with kids, bro. You was on fire that night, man. That's why I started blasting you. I just had to start getting in touch and say, nice one, well played.
No, obviously I respect that. Obviously coming from you, you know, it's been an idol for me for many years. I've got a younger brother who supports Arsenal.
Seriously?
Yeah, so he's absolutely loves you.
No, man.
My mum used to love Arsenal as well. She loved Thierry Henry.
Seriously, did she?
But she loved you as well.
When you was great, what kind of player was you? Was you that midfield player who scored loads of goals, or was you box to box?
A bit of both, really. I was kind of box to box, but when I played like Sunday League and stuff, I used to just try and do everything. And I scored a lot of goals when I was younger as well. The first time I went to Leeds, I was on trial for like 4 weeks. I think we played like 6 games. I think I scored in every game, and then I signed and then didn't score for the rest of the season. So.
Where are we, bro?
We're in, this used to be called, well, this is still called the mushy field, we call it.
What is this? What, did you used to play here?
Yeah, so these new houses up here, this was like a mushroom farm.
Right.
So years ago when I was little, we used to come up here, we used to call it the mushy, all our friends used to call it the mushy, and this is where we used to play as kids. You know, me and my brother, all my friends, and even Sunday League, you know, Wortley used to play on this pitch as well, so.
Did you play for hours? Hours
on end. And even when I signed my contract at Leeds, you know, my friends were going out and kicking up.
You go and play with them
still?
still?
I still
it's
go
funny.
play with them.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when I was at Palace in the first team, when I'd still go to the park and play. It's like you can't stop yourself. It's ridiculous. Can you imagine if you got injured?
That's what I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't even think of it.
You know,
were they allowed to tackle you? If anyone got near you to tackle you, everyone said, don't tackle him.
Nah, to be fair, around here it's quite rough, so if like, you know, you used to play against a lot of older people, and if they've seen you doing well, they kind of want to get stuck into you.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was just how it is,
Your mum used to bring you here?
Yeah, all the time. It's literally like a 5-minute walk from our house.
Because I'm reading your mum had 2 jobs, maybe 3 jobs, so
yeah.
Did you see her a lot, or was she always busy working?
It was just on the weekends, really, we seen her. She was busy working. You know, we used to get up for school about 8 o'clock, and then she'd either drop us off in a car that, you know, wouldn't quite work properly.
Yeah.
You know, we used to see her probably for about half an hour in the morning, and then we used to come home from school. It was our grandma who would come and pick us up. We got my grandma's until she finished work.
You're in and around the 14, 15s, and you get a letter from school to your mum. What's it about? What's the letter saying?
I think my mum went into, obviously spoke to school about days where we used to go into football, like during the week.
Yeah.
So it'd be taking up time in my school, and you know, Leeds were really good with it. We used to do schoolwork there and stuff like that, and my mum obviously wrote into school and said, is Kalvin able to do this? My mum got a letter back saying that we're not too sure about letting Kalvin do it because, you know, I hope Kalvin knows that not many people make it as professional footballers, and with him missing his schoolwork, we feel like this is more important than what football is.
So what's your mum say?
She said, you've worked this hard to get in this position, we're not going to let anybody take it away from you, and, you know, I was just like, yeah, let's go then.
So you're smashing it now, Kalvin, and what are you thinking? Because Leeds, the pressure that they're under to go up, the fact that they get so close, it weren't quite happening. What's happening? Because I read somewhere, like you said, something like Villa were in and around you.
Yeah.
What happened? Did Granny Val get involved?
Yeah, she did, to be fair.
What did she say?
The season we didn't get promoted, we got knocked out in the playoffs.
How did you feel?
I was gutted, man. So I told her about, obviously, Aston Villa being in touch. She was like, oh, no, you're not doing that. Yeah, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. So I was like, what do you mean? I said, it's a chance to play like Premier League football. I've always wanted to do it. And she said, you've been at Leeds for 10 years now. you were this close to going up. Why not give it one more shot to try and make it up? Try and do something that, you know, Leeds fans and your family will never forget.
That's really
nice.
nice.
Stick it out.
I'm really sorry as well. She's not long past and everything.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
How you been dealing with this time? You know what I mean? You can't hug people, you can't do anything. You got that kind of news. You just
It's tough.
What's it like?
It is tough. You know, I had a couple of days off to kind of get all the grieving over and done with, and you know, just being there for Mum was the main thing. And you know, I'm the oldest in the family, so I just had to be there to support them, no matter how much it hurt me.
So you come to Leeds now, Bielsa sees you. You're this, what you say, box-to-box kind of midfielder. He now changes you to that holding midfielder. Can you remember the first time that happened?
It was probably the first day he came in. He named everyone by their positions, came to me and said number 4. And I was like, what? Did you not watch me last year? Did you not? Because I think I scored 7 goals or something the year before he came. And he just came to me and said, this is the position I want you to play. We've seen what you can do with the ball and without the ball, but you know, it's defensively that we need to work on your stuff. And I know you like scoring goals, I know you like getting forward, and you know, you will eventually be able to do that. But he says, for me, this is where you're going to play it.
So the defensive side, was you ever defensive-minded or...?
Not really, I just love to tackle, I just love to smash somebody. If I got the chance to go into a 50-50 tackle, I used to just buzz off, you know, try to smash people. I think now, you know, I kind of know that, you know, I can't really do that anymore.
What's next for you and Leeds now? What are you looking to do now?
Just try and end on a high, try and get as many points as possible, and you know, I think the Euros is coming up as well in the summer. You know, just try and get as many good, consistent performances under my belt and hopefully go into the tournament feeling fresh.
I'd like to hug you, bro, but we can't hug. I'm so pleased with everything's going for you at the moment.
Cheers, thank you.
You deserve everything you get, bro.
Cheers.
It's a lovely chat, isn't it? There can't be many footballers in the world who haven't got a piece of hallowed ground where they honed their skills for many years. You must both have one.
We had one in Leicester, right? It was in the middle of this council estate, but it didn't have as much grass on as that.
Mushroom field, isn't it?
Didn't have as much grass as that. And we just turned up. You know, there could be 20, 30 people, could be 15 aside, and it could be 29, 30. Let's play to 40. That's what it was like. Every spare moment we had, girls, boys, we all played football on that piece of grass.
Yeah, we were the same. I grew up on a council estate, Gurnell Grove, and it doesn't look anything now like what it looks like now. Back when I was playing, there wasn't much grass on it, but it was the exact same. As soon as you finish school, you go home, change out of your school uniform, straight, put whatever you want on, and it's just the whole estate is just playing this one big massive game.
And you know the nice thing about him is he's got he's close, isn't he, with his family?
Yeah.
You can hear that, can't you, in what he's got to say?
Do you know what? And having met his mum and Granny Val, who's sadly not with us anymore, they're lovely, and it's exactly where he gets it from, you know. He's got a great support system with him, his missus as well. It's lovely. I had that. I was fortunate enough, you know. It's just...
What you need,
it makes it... Yeah, really clear advice as well along the way, which has helped him. And he's now, you know, bouncing off and, I suppose, benefiting from that really clear and helpful advice along the way. What
Brilliant
about...
advice, by the way, stay at Leeds.
All right, steady on. Let's talk about this summer because, you know, we're still not sure about Jordan Henderson. Could this lad, who, you know, we've just seen him there talking to Ian Wright about how much he loves playing the game, could have a big summer for England as well, couldn't he?
Yes. Yes, 100%. You know, for me, he's a fantastic football player. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of his or Leeds United, but, you know, you look at his positioning, you look at his passing ability, his awareness. You know, he's so selfless. He does
such a, you know, he takes him to the next level. I think he does as an individual with all his qualities.
And that goal was against Liverpool, which was right back at the start of the season, and they take on Liverpool again on Monday night. And we've looked at West Ham's running. I'll just show you Liverpool's running as well, because there have been quite a few teams in recent years. Chelsea did it a few times, Leicester, of course, who've won the title and then failed to qualify for the Champions League the next season. How do you see it finishing off for Liverpool?